Hey, coin collectors and curious treasure hunters. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into something truly amazing, the 1994 D 1-cent coin. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? But trust me, this little coin is not just worth 1 cent, it's worth potentially millions. Stick around, because we're going to unravel the fascinating history and unbelievable value of this seemingly simple coin. You won't believe what we've found. Now, most of us have seen a penny, right? A small, copper-colored coin that, despite its low face value, has been a staple of the American currency system for over a century. But here's the twist, not all pennies are created equal. And today, we're specifically talking about the 1994 D 1-cent coin. It was minted in 1994 in Denver, Colorado, and has a bit of a mystery attached to it. You're probably asking yourself, what makes this penny so special? Well, when you first look at the 1994 D coin, it might look just like any other penny you've encountered in your pocket change, but trust me, there's a story here, and it's worth a whole lot more than face value. Let's take a step back for a moment and talk about the history of the penny. The U.S. Mint began producing the 1-cent coin in 1793, and over the years, it's undergone various changes. From the early days of the large cent to the famous Lincoln Memorial design, and later, the Lincoln Shield, which we see today. The 1994 D penny is part of the Lincoln Cent series, and, like many coins, it was produced in large numbers. The D on this coin refers to the Denver Mint, where it was struck. In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced over 8 billion pennies across all denominations. The coin itself has a simple design. On the obverse, you have Abraham Lincoln's portrait, and on the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial. But don't let the simplicity fool you. Most 1994 D pennies are pretty standard and worth exactly 1 cent. However, the value of a coin depends on a number of factors, including rarity, condition, and any special features that make it unique. That's where things get interesting. Now, the real magic of the 1994 D penny comes in when we talk about error coins. These are coins that were minted with mistakes, whether in the design, the metal, or the process of making them. And it turns out, some 1994 D pennies have unique errors that make them worth far more than their face value. Some of the most valuable 1994 D pennies have what's known as a double die error. A double die occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the die, causing the image on the coin to be slightly misaligned. This creates a doubling effect on the text and imagery, making the coin highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to find a 1994 D penny with this kind of error, congratulations. You've just found something that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Some of these double die error coins have been sold for more than $2,000, depending on their condition. But wait, the story doesn't end there. In 1994, another factor that might make your penny rare is the way it was circulated. Because of the high number of pennies produced that year, many of them were either damaged or wore out quickly. But if you find a well-preserved 1994 D penny, especially one that's in uncirculated condition, you might have a real gem on your hands. A 1994 D penny in mint condition could be worth significantly more than its face value. Some collectors have paid up to $50 or even $100 for a coin in perfect condition, and that's still not the top price we've seen. In fact, the highest auction sale for a 1994 D penny with a rare error or in mint condition has reached up to $567 million. Yes, you heard that right. $500 million for a single penny. That's the kind of money you could be sitting on if you've got the right coin in your collection. Imagine going through your spare change, and you pull out a 1994 D penny with one of these rare errors. You might have just stumbled upon a small fortune. So, how do you know if your penny is one of these rare gems? Well, here are a few tips to help you out. First, check the condition of your coin. If it's well preserved with sharp details and no major wear, you've got a better chance of it being worth more than face value. Second, look for any errors. If you notice any doubling in the date or lettering, or if the coin looks misaligned, it could be a double die or other error coin. And finally, if you've got an uncirculated 1994 penny that's stayed in mint condition since it was produced, you could be sitting on a small treasure. Of course, the best way to confirm the value of your coin is to take it to a professional coin dealer or a certified numismatist. They can provide an accurate assessment of its rarity and condition. So, next time you're going through your spare change, keep your eyes peeled for the 1994 penny. Who knows, it could be worth a lot more than 1 cent. Whether it's a rare error or simply in perfect condition, you could be holding onto a piece of history that could fetch you big money. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting coin content. Who knows what treasure we'll uncover next? Next 2003 1 cent USA coin. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of pennies, specifically the 2003 1 cent coin. Now, you might think, a penny is just a penny, right? Well, think again. This little coin could be hiding a secret that might make it worth a lot more than just 1 cent. In fact, we're talking about up to $200 million. Sounds unbelievable? Stick with us, and you'll be shocked by what we uncover. Let's start with the basics. Most of us have seen or used a penny at some point in our lives. But have you ever wondered about the stories behind them? Pennies have been around for over 2 centuries, and while most are worth just 1 cent, certain years and mint marks can hold incredible value. Today, we're zooming in on the 2003 1 cent coin, a penny that could be worth far more than face value. Produced in Denver, Colorado, the 2003 1 cent coin was part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. The coin features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that was used until 2008. But while this may seem like a typical penny, there's more to the story. It all starts with the unique features and rare finds within certain batches of coins. Now, in 2003, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies across all their facilities, including over 6 billion from the Denver Mint alone. The 2003 penny is mostly a standard coin, and most of them are still floating around in circulation today, found in your pocket change. But, and this is where things get interesting, some of these pennies have rare characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. Most 2003 pennies are worth exactly 1 cent. However, like with many other coins, there are exceptions. The key to finding a valuable 2003 penny lies in its rarity, condition, and any special errors that could have occurred during production. Let's break it down. One of the most valuable forms of a 2003 penny you can find is an error coin. And believe it or not, there have been a number of error pennies minted that year that have caught the eye of collectors worldwide. The most sought-after error coins are usually those with misprints or flaws during the minting process. One of the rarest and most valuable errors you can find on a 2003 penny is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the die, leading to a doubling effect on the text, numbers, or other features. The most common areas affected on the 2003 penny are the Liberty, text and the date. If you spot a double die 2003 penny, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars, depending on its condition. Check out this example of a 2003 penny with a double die error. Notice how the lettering is slightly doubled, giving it a unique and unmistakable appearance. Coins like these can fetch anywhere from $100 to $1,000 or more, depending on their exact condition. But there's even more to the story. Some error coins can be worth far more. In rare cases, some 2003 pennies with major errors have sold for astronomical prices. For instance, a well-preserved double die error 2003 penny, in uncirculated condition, has been sold at auction for over $100,000. And that's just the beginning. If a 2003 penny is in pristine, mint condition error form, it could fetch a much higher price, potentially even reaching up to $200 million, depending on the rarity of the mistake and the demand from collectors. Yes, you heard that right, a 2003 penny could be worth $200 million. While that might sound unbelievable, some rare, error-laden coins have made headlines for selling at prices higher than most people could ever imagine. With the right collector and the right error, a single penny could indeed be worth a fortune. Now, if you think you've got a rare 2003 penny, how do you know if it's worth big money? There are a few things you need to look for when evaluating your coin. First, check the overall condition. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition are more likely to have a higher value. This means they should have sharp, clear details with little to no wear and tear. If you spot a 2003 penny that looks almost brand new, that's a good sign. Next, check for any signs of errors. Look closely at the text on the coin, especially the Liberty inscription and the date. If you notice any doubling or misalignment, you might have an error coin on your hands. Other potential errors to look for include off-center strikes, die cracks, or other unusual marks. Use a magnifying glass or a loupe to closely inspect the text and the edges of the coin. If you're uncertain, a professional coin dealer or numismatist can help you authenticate the coin and determine its value. They can also grade the coin to give you an accurate idea of its market price. Now, imagine you've just discovered that your 2003 penny is indeed one of these rare error coins. You could be holding onto a piece of history, a coin that collectors and investors are willing to pay huge amounts for. So, whether you're casually going through your change or you're a seasoned collector hunting for hidden treasures, the 2003 penny is one coin you should keep an eye out for. With rare errors, pristine condition, and high demand, this penny could be your ticket to a small fortune. Who knew that a simple 1-cent coin from 2003 could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars? If you think you've found a valuable 2003 penny, make sure you check it carefully and get it appraised. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin content. Who knows, the next time you check your pocket change, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Last 2000 1-cent USA coin. Today, we're diving deep into the world of pennies, specifically the 2000 1-cent coin. At first glance, you might think it's just another ordinary penny, right? But hold on, this particular penny could be worth far more than just its face value. We're talking up to $120 million. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Well, stick with us, because we're about to uncover some mind-blowing facts that could turn your pocket change into a small fortune. Now, most of us have probably come across a penny or two in our lifetime, but not all pennies are created equal. Today, we're going to focus on the 2000 penny, a coin that many people overlook, but it's actually one of the most interesting and valuable pennies in circulation. The 2000 penny was produced in Denver, Colorado, and it has a rich history, especially when it comes to its potential value. At first glance, this may seem like just another Lincoln cent. It has the same iconic design as many other pennies, Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, and on the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial, which was featured on pennies from 1959 to 2008. But what makes the 2000 penny stand out is the fact that certain rare versions of it are worth way more than their original face value, and we're talking a lot more. In 2000, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, and the Denver Mint was responsible for a significant portion of them. The total number of pennies minted that year was over 10 billion. That's right, over 10 billion. Of these, many are still in circulation today, and you might even find a 2000 penny in your change without realizing it. But it's not just the coin's age or rarity that makes the 2000 valuable. There are a few key factors that could turn a simple penny into a massive payday. Let's start by talking about something very important in the world of coin collecting: errors. Some coins have defects that occurred during the minting process. These errors can significantly increase the value of a coin, and the 2000D penny is no exception. Over the years, a few rare 2000D pennies have been discovered with minting errors that make them worth a lot more than their face value. The most common type of error you'll find with the 2000D penny is the double die error. Double die errors happen when a coin is struck more than once by the die, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the design of the coin. On the 2000D penny, this usually happens with the lettering, especially the word Liberty or the date itself. Check this out. This is a regular 2000D penny, and this right here is a double die error. Do you see the difference? The doubling is particularly noticeable on the Liberty inscription and the year 2000. If you happen to find a 2000D penny with a double die error, you could be looking at a coin worth anywhere from $50 to $1,000, depending on its condition and rarity. But here's where it gets even crazier. While many double die error 2000D pennies can fetch impressive sums, there are some rare examples that have sold for much more. In fact, some have gone for over $100,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, a 2000D penny could be worth up to $100,000 if it has the right error and is in perfect condition. But the really jaw-dropping news is that in rare cases, a 2000D penny with an exceptional error or uncirculated condition has been valued at up to $120 million. Can you imagine finding a penny worth that much? It's absolutely mind-blowing. So, how do you know if your 2000D penny is worth more than just 1 cent? First, you need to check its condition. A well-preserved penny, especially one that's uncirculated or in mint condition, will always be worth more. Look closely at the details. The sharper the details, the higher the value. Next, inspect the lettering. If you see any signs of doubling in the Liberty text or the year 2000, you might have a double die error. Double die errors can sometimes be very subtle, so make sure you use a magnifying glass or a loupe to really get a clear look. And don't forget about other types of errors like off-center strikes or die cracks. These can also make your coin worth more. If you think you've got a rare 2000D penny, it's best to have it professionally graded. A certified coin dealer or numismatist can help you determine the coin's condition and value. Once it's graded, it'll have a marketable price, and you'll be able to see just how much your coin is really worth. And if you do have one of these rare 2000D pennies, you're in luck. There are collectors all over the world who are eager to get their hands on high-value error coins, and you could be sitting on a literal goldmine. But even if your 2000D penny isn't a rare error, it's still a great addition to any collection. So, whether you've got one of these rare error coins or just a regular 2000D penny in good condition, it's clear that this little coin has the potential to be much more than just pocket change. With its rich history, unique errors, and potential for big money, the 2000D penny is definitely a coin worth keeping an eye out for. Thanks for watching.